Greg Moore brings it up for the Bobcats. Over to Elijah Foster. Maud Green gets it. Number one over in the corner for three. He buries it. Bobcats are up 13-10. A minute 50 left to go in the first quarter. Davian Truss gets the ball top of the key, drives in, out to Harrison. That is going to be a foul on the Bobcats. And another call for the ref here. I think that might have been a warning for the coach, directed to the Bobcats coach, Wayne Harrison. First free throw is up and good. And he will shoot two here. And second one is up and good. It's going to make the score 12-13. Coach and the ref for the Bobcats conversing on the side. And Darian Bailey will bring it up, tosses it over to Greg Moore. He's going to bring it over, guarded by Bright. He drives in, spins on Bright, and gets it tied up, stolen, and Waldorf gets the steal. He's driving in on number one, gets the Euro step, puts it up, and it's good. Wow, that was an amazing play. It's up and in. Gets it. He's going to go over, guarded by Bonfell, looks over, passes it over to number 32, catches it on the sideline, and that is going to be a turnover for the Central Bobcats. Bell pulls up for three and off. Greg Moore with the rebound, 20 seconds left. Bobcats are bringing it up. And they're going to milk the clock, 10 seconds left. And he gets to 32 over to Darian Bailey. Greg Moore gets it smothered by Bright. He gets it over to number one. He's going to not get a shot up, and that's going to be end of the first quarter. Clinton Dragons up 14-13. slow start here so far. Very defensive game. It is tied up. We've had a few lead changes and some ties early here. And this is a divisional semifinal round game. The winner of this will play the winner of Carnes and Oak Ridge. That game is also being played tonight, and the championship game for this division will be next Tuesday, February 23rd. We'll be coming to you live, pending the results of tonight's game versus the Bobcats. And coming out of the timeout here, Rashawn Bright's going to inbound for Jackson Garner, guarded by Greg Moore. Top of the key, gets it over to Garner, right wing, guarded by number 1, Jalen Harris. Garner drives in on him, gets it out to Rashawn Bright. He stops, and he's going to drive in, spins, gets it out to Blavelt. Blavelt turns, and he's looking, gets it to Thackerson, top of the key, guarded by number 14, Nick Ellis. And Thackerson looking, he's going to get over to Garner. Garner again, guarded by Jalen Harris. He drives in on him, puts up the layup, and it's good. Garner slashes in and makes it a 3-point game. And Greg Moore's going to get it, drives in on Rashawn Bright, and puts it up, and he's going to be in. And it's going to be an and one if he can make this free throw right here to tie the game up. And first free throw is up, and he gets the and one conversion, ties up the game at 16 here. Garner's going to bring up the ball for the Dragons. Garner having a great season, averaging 23 points a game. Bright's guarded by Moore, bringing it up, gets a pick from Lane Harrison. He's looking. Gets it out to Blavelt. Blavelt guarded by number 15, Nikita Perez. And Rashawn Bright looks, crosses over, drives in on him, hop steps, puts it up, and it's going to roll in good for Rashawn Bright on the hop step layup. Good take for Rashawn Bright. Greg Moore's going to bring back the ball up, guarded by Bright again. And Darian Bailey gets it, drives in, and that's going to be a foul on Central, number 4, Darian Bailey. And that's going to be turnover on the Bobcats. Dragons ball as Tyler Morgan's going to come in for Lane Harrison here. And Trace Laxton will bring up the ball for the Dragons. And Rashawn Bright guarded by Greg Moore. And he's going to drive in, and he's going to put it up and fouled by Greg Moore. That's going to send Bright to the line for 2 on the take. He cuts in on him. Rashawn will go to the line for 2 free throws here. That's going to be Greg Moore's first foul for the game. Talking to the ref about it. And Rashawn's first free throw up and good. And second one up and good for Bright. Going to make the score 20-16 here. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Greg Moore brings up the ball, guarded by Bright again. He crosses over and gets it over to Jalen Harris. He cuts in, passes it off the back of Garner. Lane Harrison drives in. He's going to drive in on him, gets it out. Rashawn Bright all the way over to Thackerson. Thackerson gets it to Garner. Garner guarded by Darian Bailey one-on-one. Bobcats switching up their defensive stance here. And Greg Moore comes out to guard Rashawn Bright once again. Rashawn Bright getting heavily guarded by Greg Moore, and he gets it stolen. Gets it to Darian Bailey, puts up the layup, and it's good on the fast break. Trace Thackerson drives in, and he gets it over to Harrison. Harrison, corner three, and off. Darian Bailey with the rebound. He drives in, and he's going to put it up for another one, and it's off, out of bounds, and Thackerson throws it out, and it's going to be off of Bobcats Dragons ball. Great hustle play for Thackerson on his birthday. Getting the defensive play. Turnover for the Bobcats. Garner brings it up for the Dragons here. And Garner guarded by Darian Bailey. Cuts in, drives in on him. Morgan gets it, right wing. Over to Thackerson. Thackerson brings it out over to Bright, guarded by Bailey. And he's going to bring it over. Slings it all the way over to Lane Harrison. He grabs it. Over to Garner. Garner guarded by Bailey. Over to Bright. Bright gets it to Thackerson. Thackerson for three. And it's off to the left. Rebound. Rashawn Bright puts it up. And he gets the second chance bucket to go. 22-18. Rashawn Bright cashes in. Darian Bailey brings it up for the Bobcats, guarded by Garner. And he's looking around. Bobcats moving around down low. He gets it out to Jalen Harris. Pump fakes. And he gets it, pulls up for three, and it's going to be off. Greg Moore with the rebound, but it's going to be out of bounds as he steps on the line. It's going to be Dragons ball. Rashawn Bright will throw it in. Another turnover for the Bobcats, and Rashawn Bright's going to bring it up. Guarded by Darian Bailey. He's going to pick him up at the half-court line. And he crosses over, drives in, slings it out to Harrison. Harrison drives in on him, puts it up, straight up on him, and that's going to be blocked. It's going to be Central Bobcats ball. And Greg Moore is going to bring it up again for the Bobcats, guarded by Rashawn Bright. And Darian Bailey gets it guarded by Garner. Over to Jalen Harrison. He slings it to Greg Moore, drives in, walks, and popped out by Thackerson. 32 recovers it. Number 2, Greg Moore gets it back, guarded by Bright. And he crosses over, gets it to Elijah Foster. He drives in, pulls up mid-range, and it clanks off. And Darian Bailey with the rebound puts it back up and in to make it a 2-point game. Jackson Garner driving it up here. Trace Thackerson slings it out. Great pass to Rashawn Bright. Pulls for three, and it's in. Great dime on the play for Thackerson as Rashawn Bright cashes in on the triple. Darian Bailey brings it up for the Bobcats as the Dragons make it a 5-point game. And they get it up to Elijah Foster. He drives in, puts it up, and he's going to walk right up into the goal. Another turnover for the Bobcats, and Blauvelt is going to come in for Morgan. And that's going to be Dragons ball once again. Garner's going to bring it up here for the Clinton Dragons. And Garner picked up by Greg Moore. Gets it over to Bright, over to Thackerson. Gets it over to Garner for three. Greg Moore. Jackson Garner nails the trade. 28-20. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this second quarter. Dragons up by 8 after 2 back-to-back threes for the Dragons. Hand in his face, puts up the layup, but it's still good. And Rashawn Bright gets the ball. He's going to bring it up. He drives in on him, puts it up, and it's good. A nice layup for Rashawn Bright. Put them back up by 8. Greg Moore brings it back. Guarded by Bright. He drives in. Runs right into Thackerson. That's going to be a foul on the floor. And Thackerson gets the steal on the inbound after committing the foul. Jackson Garner gets it, guarded by And he pulls up deep for three! And Jackson Garner! Puts him up by 11 here. Jackson Garner puts up a deep three. And that is going to be out of bounds. Another turnover for the Bobcats. And that is going to be a timeout for Andy Hill. Freaking out over Jackson Garner, serving him up on a platter here early in this game. Second quarter, minute 40 left. It's 33-22. Jackson Garner lighting it up deep already, along with Rashawn Bright making some great plays, putting them up after a close first quarter. We'll be back to you after this quick timeout. And coming out of the Bobcats timeout, Garner brings it up, gets it over to Bright, bringing it up for the Dragons. And Darian Bailey's going to pick him up at the logo. Bright drives in, gets it over to Thackerson. Thackerson comes over, and Garner crosses and pulls up mid-range, hand in his face, and off to the right. Darian Bailey with the rebound. He's surveying the court. He's going to drive in. Stutters, guarded by Morgan, out to number one. Gets it back out to Bailey for three, and it's going to be off. Rebound, Garner. And Thackerson slings it all the way over to Harrison. He stutter steps, pulls for three. It is mouth! And a ball rim with zero defense on the play. Lane Harrison drains the third straight three for the Dragons coming out of the timeout. And Nick Ellis gets the ball, slings it over to Jalen Harris. He's going to pump fakes, does not take the shot, gets it over to Greg Moore. Smothered by Rashawn Bright. And still guarded him, spins on him, puts it up down low. And we're going to call the foul. We're going to call the foul and one opportunity here for the Bobcats. And we're going to see a substitution here for the Dragons. Tyler Morgan comes out for Jeremiah Blauvelt. 31 seconds left in the first half. Greg Moore goes to the line for one after the bucket, and he's going to try to make it a 11-point game. Does not, misses. Amon Green with the rebound, though, and makes it a 10-point game. 26 seconds left. Rashawn Bright brings up the ball. And picked up by Darian Bailey, top of the key. Crosses him over. He's looking, gets it over to Thackerson, guarded by Nick Ellis. Jeremiah Blauvelt gets it in the corner. Garner, guarded by Jalen Harris, drives in on him, puts it up, and spins it in to end the first half. Jackson Garner flips it in. That's going to be 12 points for Jackson Garner to end the half. Rashawn Bright with 13. Sensational first halves for those two young men. 38-26 at the end of the first half. We'll be back to you after the second half for some more Dragons basketball. Start of the second half here in Clinton, Tennessee. Mark Green gets the ball down low, drops it in on Tyler Morgan. Double team, gets it blocked by Tyler Morgan. He loses it, and he's going to step out of bounds. Dragons ball, great defense. The block. And Jackson Garner brings it up for the Dragons. And Bright gets it. Guarded by Jalen Harris.
Do you need that to make a water?
And that's going to be a foul on Central and send Rashawn Bright to the line for 2. And Rashawn Bright makes the first free throw. And Rashawn Bright misses the second one. It is 39-26 here with 7:30 to go in the third quarter. And Mark Green gets it. And Greg Moore gets it guarded by Rashawn Bright, spins him out. Gets down low, and Mark Green puts it up, and they're going to call a foul, hand straight up, Tyler Morgan. And I believe it's going to be a shooting foul, so number 30, Auden Belton Jr. will go to the line for 2 shots. First one is good. And Jackson Garner gets it, guarded by Darian Bailey. Jackson Garner working on him. He's going to cross him over, gets it over to Harrison. Harrison guarded, gets it back to Garner. Darian Bailey commits the foul. And Dragons are going to pass it in on the corner here. Faxon will throw it in here for the Dragons. Gets it to Rashawn Bright. Bailey's going to pick him up half court. Looking for something from Coach Lockard. And he's going to move the ball around. Gets a pick from Morgan. Faxon gets the ball. He's looking, guarded by Greg Moore. Bright drives in, puts it up, and switches hands. A nice layup for Rashawn Bright. That makes it his 16th point here tonight. Jackson Garner guarding Darian Bailey. Jalen Harris gets it, left wing, pulls up mid-range and misses. Tyler Morgan with a rebound, gets the Garner up to Thackerson. Thackerson drives in. He looks, pump fakes, gets it over to Harrison. Harrison drives in, puts up the mid-range, and he brings it from a few feet out. He's going to put the score up to 43-28. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Moore brings it up, and he's going to spin, and that's going to be a foul on Rashawn Bright on the floor. And I believe that is going to be a Central Bobcats timeout. Bobcats looking to do something here, down by 15 here in the semifinal round of the district tournament. Garner and Bright continuing to have good games here tonight, putting points on the board for the Dragons.
Well, I don't know. You want. That'll change. Go for the packet.
Coming out of the timeout for the Bobcats, Moore gets it from the inbound, gets it back, puts up the layup, makes it 30-43. Garner's going to bring it up for the Dragons here. Guarded by Jalen Harris. He's going to take him one-on-one. Morgan comes up to help. Thackerson right behind him. He's going to move to the left. Cuts him down low. Harrison puts up. Forces himself in down low. Harrison puts him back up by 15. And Greg Moore dribbled around and gets it to Darian Bailey over to Jalen Harris. He's dribbling around, shoots it back over to Bailey, guarded by Thackerson. Over to Harris. He's going to pull up mid-range. And it's going to be off to the right. Rebound, gets it back out to Greg Moore for three, and it's going to rim out. And that's going to be a push-off on Elijah Foster. They're going to call that one. Ref not hearing it at all. And it's going to be Dragons ball. Garner bringing it up for the Dragons. Picked up by Jalen Harris. He's going to make a move on him. He's going to drive in on him. Puts it up, and he puts it in. And Jalen Harris gets the steal, and Greg Moore puts it up. He's going to be fouled. Greg Moore will go to the line for two right here. Moore misses the first free throw. Deficit remains 15. And he's looking around. Second one is up and off to the right, and he's going to call it a push-off on Central. That's going to be Dragons ball as Greg Moore goes 0 for 2 at the charity stripe. Couldn't buy the free throws on that one. And Jackson Garner is bringing it up, guarded by Bailey, gets it over to Thackerson. Thackerson looking, gets it back over to Garner. Garner pump fakes, gets it back over to Thackerson. Thackerson looking, pump fakes, gets it over to Harrison. Harrison wide open in the corner for three. It's off. And they're going to call a foul on Tyler Morgan as Greg Moore flops on the ground. And he's going to bring up the ball for the Bobcats.
Yes, sir.
Darian Bailey drives in, gets it out to Jalen Harris. Elijah Foster gets it left wing. He's going to dribble, gets it over to Darian Bailey, guarded by Thackerson. Pump fakes, drives in on him, puts it up. And no good, air ball on the layup. Good defense from Thackerson. He drives in, gets it over to Garner. Garner pulls, hands in his face, and it's off. Greg Moore gets the rebound. He drives to the other side of the court, and they're going to call it a charge. Greg Moore. Thackerson takes the charge. It's going to be Dragons ball. Another mental mistake from the Bobcats. Garner gets the ball right wing. Jalen Harris steals it. And Darian Bailey gets it and puts it up. And absolutely no. Darian Bailey misses the first free throw, and he misses the second after the whack call from the refs. Trace Thackerson gets the ball, and Garner gets it, guarded by Darian Bailey, who just was 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Bobcats 0 for 4 in their last two sets at the free throw. And Garner gets it over to Truss. Back over, slings it over to Thackerson. He catches it over to Blauvelt. Cuts in on him, drops in, and puts it up. And they're going to call a charge on Jeremiah Blauvelt. It's going to be Bobcats ball.
That's not a charge.
Deficit still remains 15 for the Bobcats. 2:54 to go in the third quarter. And Darian Bailey cuts in mid-range, stops, and gets it in, drives in, and there's going to be a call from the refs after the block. I believe that is going to be another one on Blauvelt, and it's going to send him to the line. The Bobcats are in the bonus. It's going to be 1-1. And Greg Moore's third free throw is off. He's 0 for 3 today. And the second one clanks off the front again. He's 0 for 4 for the free throw line. Trace Thackerson gets it over to Blauvelt. He misses the pass, and Harrison tries to recover the ball. Darian Bailey gets it, drives in. Amon Belton beefs around and gets the bucket. First points in a while for the Bobcats. Garner brings up the ball for the Dragons, guarded by Bailey, slings it over to Thackerson. Thackerson looking. He gets Truss all the way out in the corner. He pulls for 3, and it's in! And that's going to force another timeout for Andy Hill and the Bobcats. Down bad. Score is 48-32. 1 minute, 56 seconds left in the game. Another And coming out of the timeout, Bailey gets it top of the key, spins on Truss, puts it up. The floater is good. And Jalen Harris comes to full court press. And Greg Moore guarded by Garner. He blows right by all of them, gets it to Harrison, over to Truss. Garner gets it back out to Truss. Truss drives in, down low, Blauvelt. No call on the play. And Greg Moore is going to put it up. And that is going to be a foul on Elijah Foster for the Bobcats. That's another one for him. Get the the ball, bringing it up for the Dragons, guarded by Bailey after another Bobcats turnover. Random whistle for the refs. Oh. And if I'm not mistaken here, I'm pretty sure the ref just called a double foul for both of the number 2s in the floor for the Bobcats and the Dragons. And Garner's going to get it, getting chippy out there, and Belton tips it up. It's going to be Dragons ball. And that's going to be another call finally on Darian Bailey. That's going to put him in the bonus here in the third quarter. That's going to send Rupert to the line.
Who said he didn't work kicking?
And Rupert gets the first free throw to go. And the second one is good for Rupert. And the score is 50-34. Dragons up here by 16 points. All right, Greg Moore's going to bring it up again, guarded by Truss. He's going to drive in, flops, throws the ball out of bounds. They're going to call a foul on the Dragons. It's going to be on Davian Truss. We'll send Greg Moore to the line for 3. 0 for 4 from the charity stripe so far. Trying to cash in here. And he makes his first free throw of the day, 1 for 5. And he comes up for the second one. The second one is up and good. 2 for 6 from the day. Garner gets the ball, 4-court press, guarded by Jalen Harris. He crosses him up, gets it over to Harrison. Harrison gets it over to Rupert, crosses him. Harrison wide open for 3, and it's off. Rebound from Belton. And a collision between Harrison and Greg Moore. That's going to be a foul on Harrison. And Greg Moore goes to the line again and makes another one. And second free throw, up and good for Moore. It's going to be 38-50. Full court press from the Bobcats. Gets it to Thackerson. Over to Garner. Garner blows right by him. And it's going to be popped out, but a foul on Nick Ellis for the Central Bobcats. Still 18 seconds remain in this third quarter. So Garner will go to the line. And Chase Glannon is going to come in for Tyler Morgan. And the first free throw for Garner is up and good. seconds left in the quarter here. It's going to be stolen by Truss. Gets it to Harrison. 1 second left. He throws up the half-court shot. And it banks off to the right side. And that is going to be the end of the third quarter. We will be coming to you live. Start of the fourth quarter. The score, Dragons 52, Central Bobcats 38 in this divisional semifinal matchup. And Rashawn Brott drives in. Garner pulls for three. And it's going to be off in the corner for Garner. Start of the fourth quarter here. Bailey gets it, throws it straight in, and puts up a floater and gets the rebound off it. And gets the second chance basket over to Thatcherson. Full court press again for the Bobcats. Back over to Garner. Jalen Harris picks him up. And Darian Bailey with the steal. Slings it over to Jalen Harris. Moore puts it up. And that's going to be a bucket and a foul. And straight up for Garner. And that is going to be a timeout for the Dragons. And the free throw is off for Greg Moore, but out of bounds on the Dragons. It's going to be Central ball still. Moore drives in, puts up the reverse lay-in, and it's good. And Garner gets the ball for the Dragons. 8-point game. And he gets it over to Bright. And it's going to be a foul on Darian Bailey. It's going to be Dragons ball still.
Hey, that's good.
And Dragons are in the bonus. They will go to the line here after the foul on Darian Bailey.
What happened? What did he do?
What did you say?
And Greg Moore brings up the ball for the Bobcats after the second free throw is up and good. And Jalen Harris pulls up mid-range. It's going to be off. Fackerson with the rebound and crosses up Harris. Comes back to guard him, crosses him up again. Garner gets the ball and slings it all the way over to Bright. Gets it back to Garner. Garner left wing guarded by Harris, and he's going to call a foul on Lane Harrison, twisting up with Nick Ellis. And it's going to be Bobcat ball. And holding deep down low, and he puts it up. That's going to be a foul as Belton Jr. puts up the layup. And a lot of contact from the Bobcats as they full court press. Rashawn Bright gets it right past him. Garner drives in, and that's going to be a foul on Belton Jr. And Garner's first free throw is up and good. And the second one for Garner is up and good. Puts them back up by double digits here. 6:20 to go in the last quarter of the ball game here in the semifinals. Truss guarding Bailey. He drives in on him, puts up a shot, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. And that will send Bailey to the line for two. Truss with the foul. And Bailey misses the first free throw. He's going to try again for the second one, and it's in. Cuts the lead to 9. Garner inbounds the ball here. Guarded by Harris, crosses him over. He's going to draw him out, gets Thackerson, gets it over to Harrison. Back over to Thackerson. Thackerson slings it over to Bright, back to Garner. And Garner gets it over to Bright. Bright guarded by Nick Ellis. Up to Truss. Truss guarded by Bailey. He's going to cross him over. He drives in. Truss out to Thackerson. Thackerson back out to Bright. Left wing guarded by Greg Moore. Greg Moore's going to push up on him again. Drives it out. Kicks it back out to Garner. And Rashawn Bright gets it guarded by Bailey. More contact from the defense. Back out to Thackerson. Thackerson out to Bright. Bright getting double teamed, drawing another team. Faction gets it down low to Harrison. Back out to Bright, going to draw Bailey back over there. Bailey and Moore come back, playing some zone defense, chasing around. Rashawn Bright back out to Jackson Garner. He's going to drive in on Nick Ellis, and they're going to call a foul on Nick Ellis. That's going to send him to the line for 2. Bobcats coach is not happy about that one. First one is up and good for Jackson Garner. And second one up and in. Puts him up by 11 here. Greg Moore is going to bring the ball up for the Bobcats. 5 minutes here to go left in the game. And Bailey gets it out to Harris, right wing. And Moore coming back down low. Drives in on Harrison. He's going to put up the shot. Just absolutely throws it away. Gets it back. Puts up a reverse and it's off. Gets his rebound and puts it up for 2. Makes it a 9-point game. And he's going to get back on the inbound, stolen by Harris, but he steps out of bounds. So they're going to try and inbound again. Pump fakes him. Faction push off on Bailey and throws it off his legs. Running out of time to inbound it. Full court press from the Bobcats. Dragons trying to get the ball in here. And Rashawn Bright gets the ball. He's going to drive in. Rashawn's going fast. He's going quick. He's going to go up with a twist. No call from the refs. They're going to let him play. And Moore puts it up, and they're going to call a foul on that when his hands are straight up. Crazy shoving out here. There's the man in black and white. Wow. We have seen some textbook on the left here tonight. Classical calling. Moore makes the second free throw, makes the game 7-point lead for the Dragons here. 4:25 left. Garner blows by him. And he's going to be guarded. He's going to be grabbed by Harris and bumped up. Another foul by Darian Bailey. Another foul from Harris. Another foul from Moore. And they're finally going to Garner makes the first free throw, puts him up by 8. Stoppage of play here, fan interaction, refs getting Mr. Bradley Collette on the call.
Yes, sir.
Garner makes the second one, puts him up by 9. 4 minutes to go. Bailey's going to bring up the ball. He gets it over to Moore. He's going to drive in on Bright, and he walks. They're going to call a foul on Bright. No surprise here. Refs letting them get whatever they can here late in the game. And Moore's free throw is good. second one for Moore is good. It's going to be a timeout for the Bobcats. We'll be back to you in 30 seconds. And Thackerson gets the ball in after the timeout to Harrison, gets it back to Thackerson, up to Garner. He's running, guarded by Bailey. Garner's working on him, coaches flying around. Harris comes back to guard Garner, gets it out to Bright. Bright guarded by Ellis, and Ellis flops. Absolutely broken again! And Moore is on the floor! Craig Moore is on the floor! Bobcats team is on the floor! Rashawn twisting it up! Serving it up on a platter! They have ran this game so long they don't know where to go! Are you kidding me? And the foul is going to send them to the free throw line for 2 points! They're going to put them up by 9 here, pending the free throws. Rashawn Bright, first one, up and good. Rashawn Bright put some moves on him tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Second one for Rashawn Bright, up and good. Dashes in, 2 for 2 after putting Ellis and Moore on the ground. And Moore drives in again. He's going to slip on the ground again. That's going to be a Red Moore is on the floor once again, ladies and gentlemen. Ellis tries to guard him again. It's going to be a no call. Harris gets the bucket, inbound, and that's going to be a foul on Ellis. He holds him. It's going to send Brock back to the line. 61-54, 3 minutes to go in the game. And Rashawn's first free throw is good.
Send the ball, send the kid.
And second one is off of Bright. Dragons still up by 8. 2 minutes 50 left to go in the game. Moore drives in on Garner, puts it up and sent back by Harrison. Harrison swats it out of bounds. Late here in the game, clutch defensive play for Lane Harrison. Moore deep, gets it down to Melton, and he puts it on Melton. Dragons ball, ladies and gentlemen. Mistake for the Bobcats late in the game. Dragons will take the ball back. Up by 8. No another foul on Ahmad Belton Jr. And Bright drops it in, gets it back to Garner, guarded by Bailey. Bright out right wing, guarded by Moore. Spins around him, gets the action over to Garner, guarded by Harris. Another foul on Harris. Send them back to the charity stripe. Central trying to get some more points on the board for the Dragons here. 2:30 left in the game. And Garner will go to the line for two. Garner's first one up and good. Second one up and money. Garner puts the lead back up double digits here. 2:30 left in the game. And that is Jackson Garner's 20th point of the game as Bailey puts up the floater and one. He's going to go to the line for one. Darian Bailey trying to make it a 7-point game. And the free throw is up and in. And Garner gets it over to Aaron or Packerson, and it's going to be, they're going to call it out of bounds on Garner. Bobcat ball. And Bailey's going to throw it in for the Bobcats. And Bailey drops in on a block by Morgan, but they're going to call a foul. Bailey will head back to the line. Foul on Tyler Morgan. Timeout during the free throws for the Clinton Dragons. 30-second timeout. First free throw is up and good. Cuts the lead to 6 here. Second free throw is up and in. And Paxton throws it into Garner. He splits between the two of them. No foul called. Up to Harrison. Back over to Bright. Gets it over to Garner. Guarded by Bailey. He's working on him, spins on him. He's got his hands all over him. Faction gets it over to Rupert. Rupert drives in on him, puts up the layup, and it's good. Rupert puts up the layup, and it's good. Puts him up by 7. Bailey moves, gets it down to Belton, down low. He's going to put up a layup on him, gets it in. Lead's still at 5 for the Dragons. Rashawn Bright gets by him, gets it to Packerson. He cuts him. Stops, gets it back to Bright, trying to advance it up court, gets it back to Faction, makes a move on him, gets it over to Rupert. Rupert sinks it to Garner, and Garner's looking, Brings it back up court. Guarded by Moore. Over to Rashawn Bright. Moore's going to come back to guard him. Over to Thackerson. Back to Rupert. Rupert looking. Gets it to Thackerson. Slings it over to Garner. Garner spins him back over to Thackerson. Dragons continue to draw the double team in the zone coverage. Hunter Rupert crosses it over. Pump fakes. Drives in. Gets it out to Bright. Bright to Thackerson. And minute left here as the Dragons are running down the clock late here. And they're going to get it to Hunter Rupert. He's going to make a move on him. Gets it back out to Garner. He's on the floor. He's on the floor. And they're going to foul him, it looks like here. 41 seconds left and Dragons will go to the line for two. Garner's going back to the charity stripe tonight, ladies and gentlemen, looking to ice this game to send them to the district championship. And Garner's free throw is up and good, putting him up here by 6 points with 41 seconds left. And Garner looking to make it a 3-possession game, and he does. Cashes in 68-61, 40 seconds left. Moore brings up the ball for the Bobcats. He pulls from deep, and he gets it. And Thackerson looking for the open man, gets it to Bry inbound, over to Garner. And Garner drives in. And he spins around him, cuts inside, fouled by Belton Jr., sends Garner to the line. And Garner going to the line, trying to make it a 6-point game here.
Cheesecake! He fouled out. It's fine. See you, Cheesecake!
And Jackson makes both of them. 20 seconds left. And Moore puts it up from deep, banks it off. Bad miss and a foul. Sending Harrison to the line. 6-point game. Looking to put them up by 8 now.
It's okay, man. It's okay.
Harrison looking to ice this one to send them to the district championship game next Tuesday.
Like I said, open spot on the bench. I might need you next year.
And the first one misses for Harrison. And second one is off. Jeffers with the rebound. And Moore pulls up from deep, and he makes it. 3-point game, Ferguson looks. He's driving it! And the game is over, ladies and gentlemen. The clock runs out. And the final score, 70-67. Dragons move on to the district championship game. Bobcats go home empty-handed, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. And that will send them home on their way. Bye-bye, Bobcats. This is John Stokes. Good night.